I used to work in a financial institution, and like most organizations that deal with customers are usually like classified based on different things. But for like say a bank, um, customers can be classified based on their deposit, transaction amount, business, different categories based on different things. And there are these certain customers who are called like HNIs. So HNIs are like high network individuals. So these high network individuals, they don't go to like your regular physical banks. They have like maybe their own private banks where they get their own customer services and all of those their queries resolved and all that. And some of them even have like personal staff to themselves to pick up any queries as quickly as possible. And some of these customers, even when they call say call center, for example, maybe their private staff is not available. If they call center, their calls are rerouted to a different channel such that they get answered almost immediately because of the classification of these customers. So as IT auditors, we also have people who are like HNIs to us because they are very important to us, and they can determine how smoothly your audit will go, or if it will go the other way. And even when you carry out audits and all, these people will determine the effectiveness of your audit. So if you make recommendations from your audit, some of these um, people are the ones to determine if this recommendation will be implemented or maybe just be ignored. So basically, in this video, I'll be sharing with you your HNIs as an IT auditor. So welcome to my YouTube channel, IT Audit with Deborah Jeremy. Kindly like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And you can also go through my channel to see any other videos that might be of interest to you. So the aim today is to share with you who your high network individuals are, or say your stakeholders as an IT auditor. And I aim to like share like maybe 5 of these stakeholders with you and what they do and what makes them important to you as an IT auditor. Okay, so your first HNI as an IT auditor in no particular order is the audit committee. So if you've gone through the like newly updated IPPF, that's International Professional Practices Framework by IIA, which is the Institute of Internal Auditors, you understand the importance of the audit committee. So audit is meant to be positioned independently. So that means the head of audit should not be reporting to say the CISO. The head of audit should be reporting to the board directly, and this board can be a designated audit committee, or whatever name it is, an IT risk committee or whatever. So the audit committee is usually comprised of maybe the risk directors, people who have like an understanding of the overall risk of the organization. And then so their work is that they help you align audit activities or audit objectives with the overall risk of the organization. So they are usually aware of like the major concerns in the organization. So they kind of guide internal auditing, like how to approach the audit plans and audit objectives, and help them like provide assurance really for the areas where they have the most concern. So that's your first HNI as IT auditor or an auditor generally. So the audit committee or designated board who the head of internal audit reports to basically. So your second HNI or stakeholder as an IT auditor is the CEO, that's the Chief Executive Officer, or the sponsor. So the sponsor can be the Director of Finance, Chief Finance Officer, or any other designated role with that level of authority basically. And why are they important? So they set the overall strategic direction for the organization. And it's important that you understand the vision or the strategic direction of the organization you are auditing, to ensure that whatever you are doing actually provides value to the organization. And then you just ensure that your IT objectives are aligned with the overall vision and strategy of the organization. Also, as an auditor, when you complete audit and make recommendations, some of these recommendations require maybe financial budget, or they might have financial implications, and you might maybe need resources and all of those things to implement those recommendations. So the CEO might be the overall or the last bus stop to get maybe some of these budgets approved and all of those things. So the CEO, sponsor, designated maybe financial officer and all, they are very important to ensure that your IT activities are actually effective really. So as an IT auditor, these third HNIs are very, very, very important because they can make your work easy or make your work difficult. They are like your direct customers because the audit committee is mostly maybe the head of internal audit or audit managers that relate with audit committees most times, or just in exceptional cases, maybe as an auditor you are presenting a report or something. But most times the head of audit relates with the audit committees. Even the CEOs, mostly maybe the head of audit and managers relate with CEOs. But the IT team, they are your own main direct customers. So you have more interactions with them on the day-to-day basis. They might include maybe the system administrators, end user support, service desk, user access management team, different backup and recovery team, IT risk, different IT teams that you have to like relate with when carrying out your audit. So these people are very important, and I know audit is not usually like smooth because the initial or the default reaction to most audits is to being defensive. So as an auditor, you need to try to make sure that as much as possible you have a cordial relationship with this team, and then just ensure that you are able to do your work while still being professional and being objective really. So this third HNIs are very, very important. Okay, so the fourth HNI as an IT auditor that you relate with is maybe other business units. So in some instances, there are some units that you have to audit that are not necessarily IT um IT core in its sense. So say you're auditing digital transformation, they might not necessarily be part of the information technology unit in the organization, but as part of your activities, you might need to relate with other teams that are not necessarily um, IT really. So it's also important to have like a good relationship with these other business units so that your work can go on like as smoothly as it can. So the fifth HNI as an auditor or IT auditor are external auditors. So basically, in some instances, an external auditor might have carried out an audit of, say, a process you're about to audit, and then you can request for like their audit reports to understand, their recommendations, their findings, so that you can use it as a basis to, discuss with your client or the team, and then you can also just use your own um, findings to kind of support their opinion really. So that's a situation where an external auditor can be a stakeholder for you as an auditor. Okay, we've come to the end of the video. Kindly like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel so that you can see other videos I'll be uploading. And you can also tell me in the comment section if you think I've missed anything. I don't know if I have. But you can just tell me your experiences with different HNIs in your organizations, and I will also share my own. So see you next time. Bye.